Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Penny. I'm a New Zealander studying Japanese in Japan. This channel is all about my adventures around Japan and studying Japanese. It would be lovely if you subscribed and join me and my adventures. So I'm having an overnight trip to Kyoto with my sister. She's just come from New Zealand for a few weeks and we're taking the opportunity to go to Kyoto for a day. Going to stay overnight. I just finished my test. I felt quite comfortable. The speaking part, maybe not so, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. So we're on the Shinkansen platform waiting for our train to come. I think it's going to come from that way, but sometimes you just never know. We booked in the reserved seating area. It's usually around 500 to 600 yen more per seat, so I prefer to be in a reserved seat, so at least you know like where you're sitting. Okay, so they've got their bento boxes. Let's have a look. So chicken, eggs, and some shrimps there for my sister, and I got some chicken katsu. When we arrived at Kyoto station, we got a bus to the accommodation. We're staying at the Rokoroku, and they have dormitories and also separate rooms. So just coming into my room. Okay, so got the sink straight away. Oh wow, doesn't this look lovely? Toilet and shower. Yeah. Oh, that's a big shower, isn't it? And some towels. So I'm on the corner room. It wasn't too expensive. Just for me, it was 8,000 yen for a night. I've come to walk a bit of the Philosopher's Pass. So I'm here and we're going to be walking all along there. It's such a lovely day today. The cherry blossoms aren't out yet, but I feel like I can see some buds starting. So the full walk's around 3k. Yeah, there's all sorts of kind of interesting buildings to see on the way. We've got some shrines and temples. So let's get going. So yeah, it's such a lovely day, and I'm actually with my sister and her husband. They've come from New Zealand on holiday and I'm just meeting up with them now. We did stay in the same hotel. It was actually quite a nice hotel. I don't know if it's a hotel really. Is it like a hostel, or it's not in the centre of Kyoto. We took a bus there, but it's really got a good community feel to it. Just spotted, is it a restaurant? Dining and tea with a Japanese garden. Oh, they have tea ceremonies. This will be a lovely walk to reflect on, just my course and decompress and just enjoy the walk. You can see some cherry blossoms just starting to come out. So pretty. One of the first places I came across was Otoyo Shrine. This shrine's really interesting because instead of the usual fox statues you see at shrines, here you'll find mice, stone mice. They're believed to be messengers of the gods, and they symbolise things like good fortune and protection. The shrine itself dates back over 1,000 years. So you're standing somewhere that's been a part of Japanese life for a very long time. It's surrounded by trees, but hidden. It feels almost untouched. There was hardly anybody here. No crowds, no noise, just that quiet feeling. We came across this gentleman and he was giving out these little lucky charms, and you held it in the middle and you throw it down, and if it lands face up, it's lucky. It was so lovely.
Good lucky, you have happy life. Good luck. Fortune telling.
You can see it floating down the river.
Fortune telling.
As I kept walking, we reached another shrine, and this one's called Kumano Nyakuoji Shrine. This shrine marks the start or end of the Philosopher's path, depending on which way we're walking. So we walked from the middle, so this was the end, but still so much more to see. I'm definitely coming back to Kyoto to finish the walk, because what I'm seeing on this walk is absolutely unreal. It's connected to the Kumano shrines from the Wakayama region, which is very important in Japanese spiritual history. Compared to some of the bigger temples in Kyoto, this is small, but that's what kind of makes it special. You don't feel rushed, and you can take as many photos if you want. You can just stand there, and we actually just sat beside the small stream and just contemplated, just how lucky we are in life. So lucky that I'm able to be in Japan, and so lucky to actually see my sister, because I haven't seen her for over a year and a half. We continued on and we came across Eikando Zenrinji temple. Now this temple is really famous, especially in the autumn for its maple leaves. But even outside the season, it was still beautiful. Now this temple belongs to the Pure Land Buddhist sect, and it has a long history going back to the 9th century. There were parts of the temple that we could not film inside, and such a lovely place to go. This was such a short trip to Kyoto, and we chose things that were not a high tourist foot traffic area. I think it does get busy at some stages, but there really wasn't many people here, and you really did kind of soak in, the history. And yeah, definitely would recommend, if you're looking to see something different in Kyoto, then do that Philosopher's Pass. It's so worthwhile. So I'm on my way back to Nagoya from spending a night in Kyoto. My train's about 5 minutes late, so they're apologising at the moment. It was actually really lovely to see my sister. So I've had a really good time seeing my sister. We went on the Philosopher's Path, and that was really good. We saw so many shrines, and you will see that. Just waiting for the train to arrive. So trains actually come about every 10 minutes to Tokyo. So when you're travelling, I'm not sure if I'd ever pre-book anything. I usually get to the station and I buy my ticket when I arrive. So then there's kind of no rushing for the station, so you can just take your time, get there and then buy your ticket. There are machines that you can buy tickets at, and they do have English as well, so it's not too difficult. But I buy mine online, which makes it a lot easier. Looks like it's going to be quite busy. I did manage to get a window seat.
対応終了了解。出発よし。望みます目にご搭乗いただきますが、すべてのドアがご利用いただきます。どうぞ一つのついているお出口からご乗車ください。名古屋、新横浜、品川です。
A very short trip.
続いてマナーモードに切り替えるなど。周りのお客様のご迷惑とならないようにご協力をお願いいたします。
Like it's only 30 minutes from Kyoto to Nagoya, which is pretty amazing, really. So, as you can see, just about finished packing. You know, you always get some kind of straggly bits, and it feels a bit harder in Japan because you can't you can't just throw the rubbish away because they have certain days you can throw it. So I have been trying to get rid of a lot of stuff over the week, and I've just got some straggly bits. They'll probably have to come with me to Tokyo, but there's one bit I've just got a small bag and I'll just put it in the kombini, but don't tell anybody that. Right, so I'm just going to hoover and then I'm going to mop the floor, take down the rest of the bags to be sent, and I'll just have my backpack and a kind of like supermarket shopping trolley. I didn't want to take too much because it's going to be kind of, it's not stressful, but I don't want to carry big bits of luggage. Good news as well that I passed my end of term test. I got 77% in speaking and grammar, so extremely happy with that. So this means that I graduated. Hooray! Hoovering done. So the next step is to just mop the floors. Don't know, that's, hopefully I can get some of the marks off the floor. Don't seem too bad. I did do some cleaning earlier on in the week, so it shouldn't be too bad. I cleaned the windows, did all the kind of side things, skirting boards and stuff like that. So that's done. So it's mainly just mopping the floors, getting rid of the stuff in the kitchen. So this is, but yeah, getting there. And then we're back to moving again. I just feel like my life is all about moving. A lot of experience moving. Right, okay, so I do have my coffee as well. I just made my last coffee before I packed my coffee machine up. We will get, so later on the real estate agent or the management company is going to come along and have a look through the apartment to make sure there's no new marks on the wall. So I'm going to mop the floors. Actually, I might just pack up this first, mop the floors, and while they're drying, I'll take the last bit of the boxes down to the transport company. So I think I'm going to have a few things to take with me on the train. You see, I've got some stuff here. Oh God, and I've got that box. Okay. So I need to get everything which is on top here in the box. Okay, we're doing it. Just hopefully the rest will fit into the supermarket trolley. That one to puddles, don't know what the floor's like there. They charge you for cleaning the apartment as well, so my cleaning charge is 43,000. I might just have to go rinse out and go over it. Done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me today on the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, see ya!